It's camera balcony. We got Noah Casa and Joel Geist up in the box of the truck, running camera. Here we go. We're leading it off right away tonight against Champlin Park. First batter will be Chloe Postma, the shortstop for Champlin Park.
We should have a good game on slate. I have been told that this is a Battle of the Titans matchup tonight.
1 and 2, I believe, isn't it?
Yes, 1 and 2. Battle of the Titans. They shall probably meet later on in the season.
Big cut there from Postma. Evens the count, 1 and 1. Avery Mueller back on the mound tonight. Is it a mound in softball? In the circle?
In the circle. On the bump, maybe? Because there is a rubber bump.
That is true.
So bump could kind of be universal. Isn't it Milner? I thought it was Milner.
Mueller.
Right, but they pronounced
Milner?
it Milner, I believe. Big cut.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Postma goes down on strikes. Sydney Bernvik, second baseman, up for Champlin Park now.
All right, and we got a little bit of a shadow situation going on right now. So there is a shadow right past the bump, and in the outfield they are looking directly into the sun. So it depends. I don't know how it's affecting him on the batting, and outfield may, if it's to the left field side, could have a hard time tracking a ball.
Brnovic quickly behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. That's Mueller's second strikeout of the night.
And, you know, one thing that you can say is that since we've been showing up here, the ladies on the bump have been in command
Toe in the rubber.
the game, toe in the rubber, and have been in command of the game the whole time. I believe there might be less than 7 hits in the 3 games that we have.
It'd be interesting to go back and look at my sheets and see where we're at. In the batter's box now, Ava Abrahamson. Abrahamson? She will be on the bump, toeing the rubber for Champlin Park tonight.
All right.
Little pitcher-on-pitcher battle here. Fouled back.
Off Drury's mask. That'll wake you up.
2-1 the count, 2 outs.
A little high.
That one looks like that was one of them risers. That one looked to have a little action on it.
Ooh, good pitch for a strike.
Loads the count full. Payoff pitch coming. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
And the side is retired in order.
All right.
Avery off to a flying start here in the top half of the first. See if the Rangers can get the bats going.
Yeah, you know, a lot of teams they say in softball and in high school, like you need one solid pitcher, but turns out Forest Lake has 3. So hopefully, you know, that bodes well for them later on in the playoffs and on the way to a title, maybe.
Well, Milner, the number 1 pitcher in the stats so far, followed by Anderson and Holt. I believe we've done an Anderson game.
We've done 2. This will be the second Milner game,
Yeah.
and then an Annika game. Annika pitched the second game we did.
I think, yeah, you're right.
Avery was the first game and the third game. This is our fourth time out, right?
I think this is only 3.
Okay.
Because we had the really rough first go at the first broadcast.
Right.
And then the last one, we knew what we were doing and set up and went much better. And then this will be the third. Hopefully we'll get out here and do a few more next year. Softball games are nice. Not having to race to the baseball field after work.
Yeah, and
everything's also better under the lights.
Yeah.
I know the baseball purists didn't like it when we started doing night games way back in the day, but sports are better at night.
Sports are better at night, you know, under the big lights, and you know, it just feels more gravitas, like they lit this up just for us.
Correct. Starting off the inning for the Rangers, Stellaroni takes a ball high. Strike 1 evens the count, 1-1.
I think we may have just enough wind to take some of the gnats away, maybe, hopefully.
Hopefully. That was the one positive of the wind in the last broadcast. We had a lot of extra wind noise, but the gnats were not a problem. Right now they're kind of swarming. 2-1. Roney swings and misses at that one. 2-2 the count. Put in play. Fielded by Short.
All right. Well, before the game, before we were live, they had an announcement to commemorate Bella's 100th hit for her career last week.
Bella fouls that one back. Bella second on the team in batting average right now, sitting at 420.
Yeah, 420, and she's second.
It's a pretty good lineup of hitters that you got when 420 is your second.
Yeah, Drury is sitting at what, 700, something like that.
641.
641.
I don't think that there is a batter in the lineup tonight that is batting less than 300.
Hi.
2-1 after that ball. That one put in play out to left field. Catch is made right at the foul line.
Good job by the left fielder looking directly into the sun there. It's kind of behind a little bit of a cloud, so she had a little bit of a filter there, so it wasn't directly into the sun. But
stepping up to the plate now, Carrie Ann Drury.
all right, leads the team in hitting here.
And she'll be hit by the first pitch and take her base.
All right, here's Avery. Let's see if she can help out her own cause here. We got Drury on the pond here.
Batting cleanup. Runner on first. Throw down, not in time. Rangers with a stolen base. One, oh, the count. 2 outs for the Rangers.
Strike in there at the top of the zone.
Fouled down the left line.
Foul back.
Out of play over to our concession stand over there. And almost made the sister field. One and 2 the count.
Way high.
Evens it up at 2 apiece. Down the third base line again. Stays alive. Boy, I tell you what, the fans are out in numbers tonight.
Well, one thing that is, they did expect a big crowd, and the concession people are ready, willing, and able to serve you with some delicious pulled pork and hot dogs on the grill. So, Forest Lake concessions coming through big tonight.
It's only bottom of the first. If you're still watching, we'd love to continue broadcasting to you, but you can make your way down here.
I didn't get a sample, but I did walk through. To the stand and
play it first in time.
and
Mueller
it
not
was
able to beat out the
smelling
throw.
pretty solid. I am going to say that of the pulled pork smells, that one was. It smelled pretty stellar.
Serving up free smells at the very least down there, but
Right?
go ahead and get yourself some concessions.
And, for those of us keto inclined, big pickles are available.
Due up for Champlin Park, June Semling, Kennedy Robinson, and Maddie Drug. See what Mueller can do. Keep this run of strikeouts going. Started the game with 3 in a row. She had a pretty good run in the last game. Was it 6 in a row?
I believe she had 7.
Let me
'cause she
turn
went,
back the page here.
I believe she had 7 in a row at one point. Because there was one, I was like, ooh, that's 3 in a row. And you're like, no, that goes back to the other inning. And so.
It was 6. Her 7th was a fly ball to right field.
Oh, okay.
1-2 count. So she almost had 7. Beautiful night tonight.
Yeah. Hey, and just so you know, if you do get the old gnats, we got the spray with all of the deets.
Fantastic. Might have to
Got
break
the,
that out in a bit.
Got the Minnesota musk going on tonight. Out here, we'll have the old deep woods off.
There you go.
With all of the deets.
June Sibling, first baseman, up to the plate. First pitch low, ball 1.
I tell you what, this night is probably the first night that we've had that's just been straight up perfect base softball night.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
1-1 the count. We'll say it's very weird sitting here at the park with my back almost turned to the field, just staring at a monitor for this game. But we learned last week that's the way to do it for the camera switching. So swinging strike, 2-2.
Yeah, you know, in baseball, I'm really not watching it with the switch. It's a lot easier just to do the switch in watching the screen.
Swinging strike 3. That's 4 in a row for Muehlner. Kennedy Robinson, third baseman, steps into the box now.
That's in for a strike. Inside corner.
Will she be the next victim of the K?
That's going to be in for a hit.
Right up to center field. Should have kept my mouth shut.
Well, I mean, it's not really a jinx or anything. Champlin Park is the best team in the state. So, you know, it's inevitable that they're going to get some hits here.
Matty Drug up to bat with a runner on. Takes strike 1.
Check swing. Strike anyways.
Strike 2. Drug behind. Shift into protection mode. Pitch at the knees, 1-2.
Ooh,
inside, 2-2.
Look good from here. I'm at the wrong angle.
It's a great height, but a little bit inside. Right at the knees.
Drury tried to frame that one.
Full count.
3-2, payoff pitch coming up.
Muehlner delivers. Shot out to center.
All right.
Throw in, 2 on.
2 on, 1 out. All right. Avery just needs to shake it off. She was having some good pitches. These girls are good hitters from Champlin Park. It's not going to be a cakewalk. Swings through a strike.
Big cut. Play at any bag. Get the second out of the inning.
Yeah, just to get 1 here would be great, no matter which base you're at. Strike 2.
That was a good pitch. Great location.
Strike 3, looking. Wow. Avery just battens down the hatches and just throws 3 straight strikes there.
Ella Kogel, designated player, now up.
That was a big strikeout by Avery.
If she could tie up another one here, that would be a great way to get out of this inning. She's let up a couple of hits. Down the third baseline, foul. Foul back.
0-2.
Mueller kicks, delivers, checks, swing. They call it outside. Another good pitch.
I think she was hoping to get a swing on that one.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, no. Foul tip. Not caught by Drury.
Looked like it may have got her right in the top of the thigh. Looks to be good, though. 1-2 the count.
And that's another thing. Drury's been not only solid at the plate, but behind the plate. She has been on fire.
And there it is. Strike 3 call, or swung on.
I am still waiting for somebody to try and run on Drury that I have not seen, because I've seen her on her throwdowns, and she has a straight cannon to second.
An inning and a half in, Mueller with 6 strikeouts.
Is this on?
Yep.
Okay. Did you check it?
Yeah, I got good signal.
No, I mean, did we check? All right, we're good.
So now the Rangers just got to get the bats going. It's been a hotly contested game so far. 0-0. An inning and a half in.
Well, you know, this is a great way to end the regular season, you know, with a solid opponent.
Yeah, if we could get a win here, head into the playoffs, a little Uncle Mo on our side, that'd be fantastic.
Yep, a little momentum. Absolutely. And this would be, you know, they did drop 2 in the last, you know, handful of games. So, you know, this would be a big picker up.
All right. Annika Annison up for her first at-bat. Swings and misses at that one. I don't think she liked that swing by the expression she had in her face after the follow-through.
Yeah, it's almost like she tried to hold up halfway through.
Yeah. I think as the bat was coming around on that one, she realized she didn't want to swing at it. Another high and outside pitch. Got her to swing. They haven't been egregious by any means. They're right where you would want them as a pitcher. Just out of reach. Tries to target the same spot. Annison thought better that time. 1-2. High pitch. Evens the count, 2-2.
That was right at eye level for her.
Foul back, stays alive. That one in the dirt fills the count.
Bounces a foot before the plate.
3-2 payoff to Anderson.
Looked like Anna wanted to Vlad Guerrero that one. That one's out of play.
Fouled off.
For everybody not aware, Vlad Guerrero was famous for hitting balls that bounced a foot in front of the plate. He would take them off of the bounce and golf them out to left field. It was the most amazing thing to watch. Ooh, that's a great hit.
Crushed his center field, able to run it down though. That'll be a fly out.
That was hit really well. If we would have had the wind last time, that one would have been out. If we would have had the wind of last time.
Yes, we would have. We had a hefty wind last Friday. Flag is standing pretty still tonight. Maya Kuncher up to bat now for the Rangers. Fouled off, but in play, not able to make the play, is the catcher for Champlin Park. Right off the glove of Nestros. High pitch. 1-2 the count.
Outside.
2-2.
That one's fouled near the third base line.
Out of play. 2-2. 1 out for the Rangers. You're in the bottom of the second.
You know what we should have? Paul should have like the Google glasses. Like I could just plug that in and then not have to worry about the little viewfinder. So I could be like a pirate or, you know, see out of one eye and
the camera angle in the other.
Yep.
And she lost her, walks Maya Kuncher.
All right, so a 1-out walk here, getting the Rangers started maybe.
1 out. Taylor Hanegraaff steps into the box. Pitch delivered low. Subtle detail that I've noticed that I like. Ranger softball going with the stirrups for the high socks.
Yeah.
Instead of Champlin Park just doing solid colored pants and solid colored socks.
Little throwback.
I like the look of the stirrups on a baseball or softball uniform.
Going.
Throw down the second, not in time.
Not in time. It's a nice slide, and it's second baseman couldn't hang on to it, so even if she did tag him, I think it would have knocked the ball out of the glove.
Yeah, Postma ran over there and had the catch originally, and I think on the way down lost control of it.
The attempt to swipe tag.
And that one is called a strike. That one looked like it was a little bit off the plate. Nevertheless, 3-1. Runner on second. In play, second base, Postma. Underhand toss over to first, gets the out.
Moves the runner, so we got a runner at third. Runner at third, and base hit, scores one.
Morgan Enck to the plate for the Rangers. Fouls that one back. High pitch, 1-1. Abrahamson yet to record a strikeout, but just about every ball put in play has been fielded. That one in on the hands, Morgan. 1-2. Swung on and missed.
You know, you should stop mentioning trends that are not good for Forest Lake.
It's the second jinx of the night tonight.
Yeah, it's not.
It's unfortunate. I will keep my mouth shut on things that I see like that.
You know, it's completely your fault, 100%.
No such thing as coincidences.
Right.
And the chance of, we go through the entire order without a single strikeout.
Right. We just got one at the most inopportune time.
Cannot understate how perfect of a night we got tonight.
It is. It is a perfect night for softball. Hopefully later on it'll be a perfect night for some squeaky shoes on a court.
Timber Puppies trying to keep the playoffs alive.
40 miles from here. You know, you gotta win Game 6, hope to force Game 7, and who knows? Ooh, that's a solid shot to center. Great
and a
catch.
diving catch.
Did you switch that one? Did I get it? Did I get it just in time?
Barely. Paschke lays out and makes a acrobatic catch out in center field.
World-class catch right there by the cameraman and the center fielder. That was like, boom. Oh, hey, we're starting again. All right, we're going to start to see a little bit more shadows coming in now.
Put in play over the third, throw in time. Sydney Burvick struck out her last time up.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how Avery does, and these Champlin Park batters do second time through the order. You know, it's a little more familiar with what Avery's doing out there, and
Yeah. Put in play over to second. However, Morgan there to make the play. Quick 3 up, 3 down inning for the Rangers. And this time I'm going to get the inning update done before the first batter. How you feeling about a fly ball coming towards you? You going to be able to get off that camera and catch it before it dings the roof of my truck, or are we just going to let her fly?
well, I mean, I'll have it in the camera, like in the center of the frame, and if it goes over the frame, then I know we'll have a problem.
Well, how about this? I'll take one off the roof because it's not as noticeable. Just save the back glass. How about that?
Yeah, back glass. I mean, I'm a fairly wide goalie. I'm not gonna duck, if that's what you mean.
Note to self for next year: I gotta get a piece of foam just to cover up that glass.
Yeah.
Then we'd have a perfect setup out here, honestly.
Honestly, you know what you could do? We could just have 2 poles mounted with like a net.
Yeah. Foam would take less time to set up, though. Just layer up there.
I guess.
All right, here we go.
I guess you have a foldable one that you could just,
Yeah, like a yoga mat or something.
yeah, you know, something like that.
Kaylin Kahotek up to the plate.
Swings through a strike.
I feel like I might be wrong on that call of. No, it's Brooke Holt at the plate for the Rangers.
Fouled off.
Oh, 2. Low and outside. The 1-2 pitch inside evens the count up 2-2.
Fouled back.
Think the umpire may have taken that one off the back of the head on the rebound.
Well, I think I'd rather take it on the rebound off the back of the head than take it off the mask
Yeah.
right off the bat.
Still 2-2. Another foul back.
She is right on time. Just needs to get the meat of the bat on the ball and give it a ride.
Slapped fair over to first. Simling will take it herself. First out of the inning for the Rangers. Second out.
Stella up to bat.
Back to the top of the order, Stellaroni. Takes a ball at the knees. Looked like she was going to try and lay a bunt down there. Strike one. Third base line off the fence out of play. One and two the count to Roney. One out in the inning.
Ooh, solid hit.
Laced into right field. Throw in. Roney will hold up at first.
I got a feeling that they're going to send Roney here. This is going to be a game that's probably going to be decided by a few runs, and I think getting runners into scoring position here is a priority.
In need of some aggressive base running, you're saying?
Yeah, and you know, the catcher's kind of thrown two questionable throwouts, so I would imagine that we could be seeing some running here.
Dowdle at the plate. Takes ball high.
Roney teases a steal there.
Yeah, I think if one gets by her or is in the dirt, we might see some movement. 2-0. Outside, 3-0. She might not need to steal. She'll wind up at second here in a pitch or two.
Well, one thing that's doing here is it's making it a lot harder for the catcher to try and frame any balls because she's trying to watch what Roney's doing over here on first. And Roney goes and fouled off.
Fouled off. Dowdle looking at 2-2 here. Had the call wrong on that last pitch. 2-2 count.
That one's out of play. Nice one-handed catch by a fan there.
Good thing we're not playing banana ball. For those that don't know banana ball, if a fan catches a foul ball, it is an out. Full count now, 3-2. One out in the bottom of the third for the Rangers, runner on first. Abrahamson delivers.
Run.
Throw to first in time. But the runner advances to second.
All right, we're gonna need some hitting here, and Carrie Ann Drury is just the person to hopefully put one out there. Swings through a strike. Looks like Champlin Park is electing to pitch to her. She has been walked quite a few times intentionally this year.
That one high. 1-1 the count. Drury lifts that one foul out of play. You know, we haven't been here for a Drury home run. I'd really like to see one happen. Another one fouled off. Can't see. Was that her first swamp ball of the night?
That was not a swamp ball. That was caught right before the swamp ball. It was not in the marsh.
High pitch.
That'll get a base.
Roney advances to third.
All right, so runner on third. Just need Drury to make some contact and get safely to first, and she should be able to score.
Lifted back, foul again.
Ooh, that one's a marsh ball.
Two and two to Drury.
High at the right at the eyes.
Right, yeah, right underneath that face mask. Full count now.
Oh,
Drury launches
That
one. And
that
it is
one
gone.
is gone.
Drury, 2-run home run.
Hey Noah, keep jinxing us, but make sure it's positive when you do.
The Rangers jump out to a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the third.
Nice call there, sir.
I had to make up for it somehow.
Great call.
That one you could tell right off
Yeah.
the bat. She was gone.
How was the? It
was good.
It was good.
We
All
got
right.
her.
Got her. It's always tough to tell because you're just trying to zoom out and stop where it's supposed to, where it's dropping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this camera work is much harder than football.
Yeah. Avery Muehlner to the plate now. She grounded out to short her last time up. Pitch outside, 2-0 the count. That one in there is a strike. Looked like that one was a little off speed. That did
Yeah,
not
that
have
one.
the,
I was looking for that one to take a ride somewhere because that one. It is weird when they go from super fast to ephus speed.
that one high up over the logo. 3-1. Put in play,
To the
right back to
pitcher.
the pitcher.
Looks like she's gonna get there.
Play is not in time.
Yeah, that was a hot shot right to the pitcher and kind of hit her in the glove hand, backside of the glove. It looks like. Ump checks and she seems to be fine.
Annika Annison flew out to a deep center field shot her first time up. Believe that was the one that if we had the win from last week, it may have gotten
Right.
out. So we'll see if she can capitalize on what's happened so far this inning with another runner on. Match what Drury did. An at bat to go. In play. Caught as it drifts to foul territory, and that'll be the third out of the inning.
Postma comes over from second, makes a great catch.
So, Rangers open up the scoring here in the bottom of the third. Going to top four.
Top of four, your Rangers leading 2-0.
All right, I'm back now. It's a little chilly sitting in the shadows over here. Had to throw the quarter zip on. And then I was seeing the amount of bugs that were entering the truck through the open window. So.
Ah, yes. All of the deets doesn't help the truck.
Back
All
up
right.
now to the plate is Ava Abrahamson. Struck out in her first at bat. Takes strike one. It's a nice inside pitch by Mueller. Put in play, throw over to first.
Wow.
In time.
Had it zoomed
A little
in a little
quick
too
on the
far.
swing.
Yeah, had it zoomed in a little too far for that swing. All
June
right.
Simling up to the plate.
So the lights have clicked on, and we are in that, going to be in that weird spot where we're going to be in shadow and between shadow and the lights. So could have some issues with what the camera chooses.
0-1. Simling. Inside at the knees, strike called. Foul back. Count will stay at 0-2. Pitch right back at Mueller. Throw over to first in time. That's how you get a glove on a ball right there.
Absolutely. Hang on 1 second. I got to get some.
Kennedy Robinson at the plate. Swings, follows that one off her shin. She got the hitting started for Champlin Park back in the second with a single to center field. High, delayed strike call. 0-2.
All right, I'm back. I had to put some of my Minnesota Summer Musk on. You know, get the old
Strike 3 called.
the old mosquito and gnat repellent.
Quick inning for the Rangers in the 4th. We'll head to the bottom. Who do we got for weekend weather coming up?
Well,
I haven't checked the forecast.
Saturday is a lot like today, and Sunday is going to be rainy. Saturday supposedly rain at night. Sunday rain most of the day. 80% chance, I believe. So tomorrow should be great.
Thunderstorms on Sunday.
Yeah.
And plunging back into the low 60s.
Yeah. Summer's over. Hope you enjoyed it.
I'd be fine with that. Got a little warm working in the shop today. Maya Kuncher walked her last time up in the 2nd. See what she can do in the 4th. Takes ball 1 is what she's going to start with.
That one was right at the letters, a little high. Same spot.
That pitch has worked well, especially, I believe it was Annison was liking those pitches, just not making contact.
That's
that
a marsh ball.
Lifted foul.
Oh, no. Another banana ball out. Sounds like somebody made the catch behind the bleachers.
Two and one. Grounded, third baseline, out of play. And their high pitch.
You know, not only the stirrups, as far as the unis go, I'm a big fan of two-tone, different top, different bottom color.
Yeah.
You know.
That one hit high. Left field, it'll be an out. Kuncher gives her a ride, just not far enough.
Left fielder did a good job. That was out there still in the waning sun that's just about ready to go.
That one was funny. She was just a hair out of frame, but you could clearly see her shadow catch the ball behind.
Well, the way it's positioned,
it's a tough swing.
It's a tough swing all the way around to.
This is Taylor Hanegraaff.
Also, the way I was positioned, so my sciatica gets stretched a little bit. That's been giving me a problem from standing here. Was also part of the problem. I need a bar stool.
You need that stool that you left at the stadium, it looks like.
You know, I was there today. I should have picked it up.
Yeah.
Should have picked it up. Yeah, the Ranger boys were down 4-0 when I left. I had some. Oop,
That one ripped to
one
short or third base, but throw not going to happen.
hot corner gets you. So yeah, I had some time to kill in between waiting for the game here. So I went over to Schumacher and watched a little bit of the game. They were down 4-0. I believe it was the bottom of the 5th. So I don't know what the final score was, but
We could check that in the inning break here. Rangers with 1 out, 1 on.
But yes, that's exactly the chair I need for this.
Lays down a bunt. Throw to first will be in time. Ike will bunt out but advance the runner to second. Now it's Caitlin Kahotek. She was subbed out for Brooke Holt in what would have been her first at-bat of the game. Going high and outside. Now, while we're still on the topic of the uniforms, both the boys and the girls with the script writing across the front of the uniform, I think the script writing is just classic baseball logo too.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also because we're in Twins territory and standard script in Twins, like.
That's true.
But
the new ones don't really have script to it, do they?
They still have their old script. Twins.
Okay.
Like it's one of the 5 that they can have. Unlike the NFL where you can only have 3, which is dumb.
Lifts this one over to left. Didn't even make it out of the infield. Kahotek flies out, and that will be the end of the 4th inning.
You know, it just mystifies me that leagues that are as profit-driven as they are in sports now,
don't allow the
maximum number of uniforms that fans
Unlimited.
would put up with. Like that just seems weird to me. Like, yeah, you should have your classics, but like your classics could be like 4 games a year, and then the rest is just whatever you choose.
I'm not gonna disagree with you.
Also, playoffs must be classics. I'm a playoff purist as far as the classic uniforms versus.
I like it.
Although there are a couple of uniforms that are just straight fire, like Houston's red helmet, and they're like both of the city theme Houston ones, the black and the blue that they have, and so like for Houston I wouldn't mind, but I still think they should all be classic in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because I think Houston wore that black one in the first playoff game. One of the worst quarterback performances ever to win a game.
Maddie Drug with her second at-bat of the game here in the 5th.
That is, in the trees. I was going to say that's past a marsh ball, but.
She singled her first time up. Now looking at a 1-1 count. Another foul ball, 1-2.
Marsh ball.
Low evens the count, 2-2.
Oh, so last week when I said that the College World Series was on when I was at work, I was mistaken. Ooh, that one is coming right here. Nice catch.
Brought in by Cahotek.
I tell you what, to get out here would have to be a straight shot.
Oh, yeah, it's a frozen rope ball.
Right.
And with the way that we're set up today, you only got about 6 to 7 feet of danger zone.
I mean, it would almost be impossible for somebody to go oppo out here. But that is... Oh, wow!
Oh, my Lord.
Oh!
What was about to be a highlight reel catch by Paschke for the second time tonight.
I think if she just settles down right away and doesn't move it.
We're going to see what the umpires are conferring. They may say that she lost control when she was trying to show the ball, which would let the play stand. If they need instant replay, they can come out to right field.
She definitely
You got
had
that
it.
one on camera.
She definitely had it.
I think she survived the ground, and it was the show of the ball that popped it out.
I mean, that's the stupid, like, when is it a catch, when isn't
Yeah.
rule. Like, that one clearly was a catch. It's just she lost control of it. And
they call it now.
There we go.
So Paschke with her second highlight reel catch of the night.
All right, the Rangers flashing some leather out here tonight. Great job, girls.
Champlin Park manager out to confer with the umpires. Was not a fan of the call.
Tell them to refer to the broadcast.
When was the last time we had a high school manager get get tossed?
I don't know.
I don't think he's making a big enough fuss for anything like that to happen. But I'm just saying, in all the games that we've done, even before I was doing them with you, I don't think that I've ever seen a high school manager get tossed from a game.
There was quite the conference at the boys' game. Kale was definitely
a little warmed up. Ella Kogel.
Ooh, that was a great pitch.
At the plate, 1-1. 2 outs in the inning for the Rangers.
Just low, but that's right in the spot where you want it.
Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Ella struck up her first time up back in the second. That one low. Right at the shins. 2-2 the count.
Looks like Drury needs some of our rappel back there with some DEET. She's
swing and a miss. Strike 3 called, and that'll end the inning.
She's
half inning.
Waving off some bugs there in the mask.
Oh, what a performance out of center field. Is that Byron Buxton out there?
Yeah, you know, we got some...
I think the difference is
some +5 WAR going on.
Paschke's able to make a catch like that and get up and play the rest of the game.
Yeah. She might stop at the fence.
Yeah.
Instead of running straight into it.
Correct. I hope she would. There's a chain link fence out there. I don't think there's any major league ballparks with chain link fence left.
They do have the nice, like, netting over the chain link fence, so.
That's true, but still,
You
if
know,
you take one, if you find yourself running into a post out here,
oh yeah, I mean,
that'd do some damage.
I'm saying as far as like the cuts and stuff from a chain link fence.
Yeah,
normally,
yeah.
I think the nets would stop a lot of the cuts, but yeah, if you go straight into a post, you're feeling it tomorrow.
I think you're feeling it immediately, and then
Well,
dealing with the side effects the next day.
Right, you're definitely feeling it later than when you hit it.
Rangers in a good spot here, bottom of 5, up 2. But we'd like to see a handful of runs added to that total. We'll be back up at the top of the order here. We Roney, Dowdle, and Drury. Bats that can definitely get on base and do some damage. Especially Drury there, hitting in the 3 spot.
Yeah, and Roney got on base and was causing some havoc out there. Definitely this catcher is very susceptible to being, and she
lays down a beautiful bunt, beats out the throw, and is safe at first.
All right, so Roney's going to be start him up the shields out there, and hopefully.
What's your call here? Do you run Roney, or do you just see how this next at-bat goes?
With no outs, I am not taking any chances. I have the meat of the order coming up, and I am not taking any outs that I don't have to. I am gonna let her just, lead off and continue to screw around with the catcher a little bit so they can't frame the ball, though. She's been doing a great job of, getting the running lead off and then holding up.
Fouled off by Dowdle.
But you got Bella, and then you got Drury coming up. Like, I definitely would not be trying to make an out here.
Inside pitch. That one goes foul as well. Dowdle 0 for 2 tonight. Flew out to left field and grounded out to third base her last time up. That one in the dirt, nearly hit her. Roney over to second.
See, that's the kind of base stealing we can do. Like, not any particular risk. We'll just advance on a pass ball.
Dowdle swings and misses at that one. Drury, 2-run home run the last time she was up. Can she do it again? Gotta believe they're gonna walk her in this position.
I would think so. Just to get the force back, absolutely. And they don't.
They're gonna pitch right at her. She sends that one down the third baseline, foul.
That's a little perplexing. I think I would get the force in play there.
That one fouled back. 0-2 quickly to Drury.
I tell you what, the Rangers are definitely taking their cuts tonight, though. There's been a ton of foul balls.
Pitch outside, 1-2. That one belted to center field. Catch made, throw to third. Not in time. So Roney will advance. Drury gave it a ride, just not enough behind it. And here comes Avery Mueller. Pitcher digs in.
All right, let's see if she can help out her own cause here. Get another run for some
Added security.
Geico, as one of my old friends used to.
That one in
there
play.
is the Geico. Little
Ground ball
insurance run.
bobbled at the wall.
And
she's going to be into
Avery's
second.
into second for a double, stand-up double and an RBI. All right, we're going to have a courtesy runner come in for Avery, number 1. I don't know who.
It'll be Vanessa Joyce.
All right. See, and here's a spot where I definitely would maybe try and steal if. Ooh.
That one given a ride, center field, going back, catch made.
Wow, great catch.
Rangers will tag up and score, so we will add a run. No, that's the third out.
Yes,
Excuse me.
The third round.
Champlin didn't look like they were going into the dugout. I thought it was third out, but then I was looking at the screen. I didn't see anybody moving.
Yeah. Tell you what, I'm on it today. Flashing some skills, just like they're flashing some leather out there. Pretty sure that one was pretty solid.
That was on there. I mean, there was maybe one or two that got missed, but the important one, the athletic plays that have been made, you've been on it. So I'll give you that one. Due up for Champlin Park. It'll be Nestus. Postma and Burnvik.
All right, in the top of the 6th here.
Number 7,
Nestos.
Ooh. High and got a little bit away from Drury there.
Nestos flew out to center fielder last time up. That one again out of play. Two and one the count.
Ooh.
Hammered through the gap. Seeing eye single for Nestos.
I think that one was hit harder than a seeing eye single.
Yeah, probably. Rocket single to center field.
Right. Seeing eye single is one of those ones that where everybody's just kind of chasing it and it just gets in front of them.
True.
Through. At least that's my definition of a seeing eye single. Not one that could break your jaw if it hit you in the face.
Correct.
Ooh, that one.
Postma. Single out to left field.
All right. So Champlin Park is not going to go away quietly. Here we are. They got a little bit of a rally going here. 2 on. 2 on in the 6th. Down 3-0. They know they need some runs here.
Brnovic.
Bunt.
Bunt's foul. She is 0 for 2 tonight. with a strikeout and a ground out. And Mueller needs to take a second, catch her breath, settle in here, and start delivering the way she was in the first and second. Another bunt down the third baseline, throw to first in time. So one out, but runners advance. Ava Abrahamson, the pitcher, up. Trying to get those 2 runs she let up out on the rubber. Takes strike 1. Wanted to swing at it, held back. 0-1 the count. Strike 2, quickly behind. And strike 3.
That's big there for Avery.
Champlin Park now quickly with 2 outs.
A fly ball could have scored a run if she doesn't get that strikeout there, and now they got to put it in play.
Drury corrals that one in the dirt, 1-0. Another low pitch, 2-0.
Avery wanted that one.
Very close. That one. Third baseline out of play. Two and one. And they call that one inside.
Wow.
I like that one.
That looked like a great pitch right there.
It was a great pitch. I think it caught the corner of the plate, but nevertheless, 3-1 the count. Hit center field. Paschke brings that one in. That is the end of the 6th inning.
Just let you know, just take a look at that. Take a look at that great
beautiful
sunset here. Beautiful night at Forest Lake Field here. Should be out here.
That's the shot right there. That's every inning break. That should be the shot we go to.
Well, it wasn't that shot. It's just this inning, it started to look really
correct.
Good.
Correct. Coming up, bottom of the 6th inning. I didn't get the third run up until now.
Oh, okay.
I was still showing 2-0. I was about to say the score, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. Rangers leading 3-0. Anybody watching the stream may have thought that last inning was a little bit more important
right.
with the 2 runners on. Sorry for the confusion.
Well, I tell you what, after giving up 2 hits right away, Avery were just locked in and, got the strikeout. And then, like I said, Champlin Park is, they're going to be hitting, but, it's, we got Paschke out there just flashing the leather all night long, making some great catches. And that last one was a little bit more routine than she has had, but.
Nothing drops but rain out there in center field tonight. That would have made a little bit more sense if it was drizzling, but you get what I'm saying. Kuncher to the plate, 1-0.
Ooh, that one is right here.
Right out to right field.
Like I said, that thing it's got to be crushed to get out here to this side of the field.
Yeah, it's crushed, and I mean, if it's a left-handed batter, you gotta pull that one pretty far to get it just inside the foul pole.
Right, and I mean, most opposite field hits are gonna die before they even get to the fence. So, ooh, that one is a solid base hit.
Left field throw in time to hold her up at first. But Hanegraaff with her second single of the night.
All right, let's see if Taylor does the lead off and try and distract the catcher a little bit.
Ike at the plate, lays down a bunt. Close call at first, but they're going to call her out.
Yeah, that one was really close.
Runner advances, and Kaylin Kahotek. No, back to Brooke Hall now.
Wasn't it Kahotek before that you had a problem?
Well, yeah, because they subbed her out the first time with Brooke Hall, and then Kahotek had a at-bat in the fourth, and now they sub Brooke Hall again.
Okay.
So Brooke Hall grounded out in her first at-bat back in the third. We'll see what kind of damage she can do at the plate here in the sixth.
Taylor on second, 2 outs.
Strike one, Holt choked up heavily on that bat. Looks like she's going for a little bit of a slap bunt.
The swinging bunt.
Now she's back down into her full stance. This one. Nice catch at the fence in foul territory by Robinson. That'll be the third out of the inning.
All right.
So now we go to the top of the seventh. If the Rangers can get 3 outs here, there'll be no reason to play the bottom half of the inning, and the Rangers will end their home season on a high note. Regular season, I should say.
All right, so Champlin Park down to their last 3 at-bats. And the Rangers trying to cap off the season with a big win against Champlin Park. Gosh, Drury's got such an arm. I just want to see one. I want to see it. I want to see an attempt. I just want to see one.
Mueller could go 3 strikeouts here in the inning. She'd surpass her last game total by 1.
Well,
there we go.
She's gotten the strikeouts when she's needed them.
First pitch to Robinson. Fouled off.
And Champlin Park definitely a better hitting team than everybody we've seen so far. And they are definitely making some contact, though. Ooh.
Fair ball over to third. No. Foul? No.
No, she caught it. It was fair, and she
lined out.
It's about 3 steps from the bag. Just kind of one of those reaction stabs that she got it. Always fun on the hot corner over there at third.
Matty Drug, 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a fly out. Fouled off again. Rangers with 2 outs left to end the game. Milner rocks, delivers. In play, diving catch by Hanegraaff. 2 down in the 7th.
All right, so this is one aspect of the Rangers that we have not seen a lot. Great plays in the field, and it's mainly been because Avery and
Ella Kogel grounds to third, throw to first. Not in time. Kogel keeps the hopes of Champlin Park alive.
But it hasn't been something that we've seen is the fielding of the Rangers. They've been.
Excuse me, that was Andrews on the hit. Kogel now at bat.
They've been relying on the pitchers when we've been here, and it hasn't. I mean, the pitchers just haven't allowed the fielders to show off their skills. But tonight, a little of both going on.
That one hit foul. Kogel. Oh, and 2. Oh, I really like that pitch. He calls it just a little outside.
Wow.
1 and 2. Mueller trying to set her down and win the game. Rocks, pitches, swing and a miss. Game over.
There it is. Great job, Rangers.
Rangers pull off the, I would say, minor upset, but take down Champlin Park. Ending the home regular season on a high note. Teams for real, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. This Forest Lake club has a lot of talent, and a lot of talent deep too. A lot of young players coming up, and they're.
Well, that's exactly what I was about to say. I didn't realize until, because we haven't gotten like straight up printed out rosters this year, I did not realize until the last game we were at when they celebrated senior night that this team only has 3 seniors on it.
Yeah.
So a loaded roster of talent that will be around for a while.
Absolutely.
And I would bet that this is not the last time that these 2 teams play this season.
I would imagine this is a matchup that they will remember. Also, will look to play each other again, because I think both teams played really well. A couple of outs here and there. Some great plays in the field. Paschke out here made 2 amazing catches. It was a great job by all the pitching. Avery Milner had a stellar night. Gave up a few more hits than she's used to, but still, I mean, pitching a shutout against this team is pretty solid.
Yeah. Well, that is all that I have left. We will be back, I believe, depending on, I guess I haven't ran it by your schedule, but I believe the last Ranger home baseball game is Wednesday.
I believe so. Yeah, that's what Mr. Sauer said.
So we're going to try and get out to that one.
Yeah.
And bring you that one. And then who knows, maybe, I don't know how playoffs work for softball and baseball. I'll have to stay tuned. Maybe we'll have 1 or 2.
I got to imagine that there's no rules.
If we can pull up and just record from the fence. I
believe the mobile station. However, it would be a little bit more difficult to do this away.
True.
Mobile.
I think it would have to be home playoff games, which I imagine with this team being as good as they are, we'll have some home field advantage.
I would imagine that there is home field advantage to be had. So, especially with this excellent win tonight against a packed Champlin Park team, and this Forest Lake Rangers team is also stacked with talent too. So,
well, softball fans, thank you for watching the couple broadcasts and bearing with us through that first one. And we will be back on broadcast on Wednesday to bring you a Ranger baseball game and TBH on the rest of the season. But we always thank you guys for your support. I have been Noah Casa.
I'm Joel Geist, and just one last look at this amazing night that you missed out at the softball field if you were not here for this great win. But
thank you for always supporting Lakes Area TV, and we will be right back with you on Wednesday.
I'm Joel Geist.
I'm Noah Casa again.
Have a great night, everybody.
Have a great weekend.